Hello, here is my latest journal, and she's big, she's epic. She is ocean themed, and I've made her from scratch with cardboard, chipboard, painted it, and just added lots of layers and textures. She's 30 centimeters high, 22 wide, and her spine is 8 centimeters. So she's not little. And I've got a turtle type texture around the back and the side and the front. Closure is very different to what I've done before. I've made a piece of jewellery, a ball tag closure, and just lots of little yummy bits and pieces hanging off it. You can see that properly. And then the tassel is also large and lots of texture and ocean type colours, sand and sunsets and waves, the glistening, and then the matte type looks, whale tails and shells and a little dolphin, turtle, and even a real shell. Yeah, just lots of yummy things. Love the sound. So she has 5 signatures with lots of yummy bits and pieces coming out, and on the side as well. And whoops, we're wobbly. Got this little shell that can be taken out, so it could be replaced and written on. And I've just made all of this myself out of bits and pieces. Hope is stronger than fear. And just to see all this little detail in here, there's a bit of a shimmer at times. Just yummy things. So on the inside we have the ocean is everything I want to be, mysterious, wild and free. Just lots of texture and little sayings that are going to mean things to her. The material I've used on the inside, it's got like a speckle, you know, when the ocean, the water, you can see the sun glisten through it. That's why I chose that one. And this lace here reminds me of the smaller gentle waves coming in, so that's why I used that one. There's little booklets that are going to mean things to her with sayings on them, and lots of journaling space. Little I don't remember what they're called, but I made that. And a book, a note from the bookmaker. In here we have, this is a print of a painting that I did for her. It's a photograph I took of her years ago when we were doing something else together, and she's told me of a story about herself and a whale that was pretty epic, and that's why I painted that. There's journal space on the back. This is also a painting. It's 2 different paintings I did actually, and through it I've used a lot of her photographs that she's taken. She practically lives at this beach, and has got lots of photographs that I've been able to use through here, some of them anyway, so it makes it pretty special. Lots of different textures. This is a tea bag, and I've just done a little drawing on top of it. Never let anyone dull your sparkle. Little tags, and everything can be written on. So there's lots of, as I said, her pictures, photographs, and a lot of my artwork through here that I've made into tags. Little drawing hideaways. This is also an open up with a turtle that I painted, and the background I painted this whale. Just lots of lovely little spaces and plenty of room for writing and journaling in. So pockets, lots of shells. This is a book page I found in a painting book, an old painting book, which I've made. There's a few of them in here I've made into pockets, and I've collaged over the top of them just to give them, make them more mine and give them extra texture. Another little tea bag with a pocket. That's one of the first whales I ever painted in watercolour. And another one of her photos. This is a whale I painted and then made into a postcard. Little stamp that I've got. Oh, I just love that image of the turtle with the rainbow, so I got that printed out. Just lots of little clips that can be used, have dangling. Lots of tags, and these I've stamped and then just drawn some little shells on them, and even though there is stamping on them, they can still be written on. More of my painting and her beautiful photographs. Here's one of my little turtle paintings that I did. I started with watercolour and then it became a bit of a mixed media. Lots of little envelopes and just lots of layers down and textures like you would find at the beach. Gorgeous image I found. This is a shell picture that I found on the Graphic Fairy, and oh, I just love it. I just love that image, and that's why I've used part of it on the front cover. So another one of my turtles with pockets, little bookmarks. Another one of those book covers, and they're all pockets. Here's a little dolphin that I painted. That was a bit fun. These are all of my paintings actually. This one's a bookmark from the Graphic Fairy. Little turtles at different stages from the Graphic Fairy. Love this paper. It's an accidental painting of mine, which has now become a feature in most of my journals. This is just a watercolour painting I also did with the heart on it. More beautiful shells, a little turtle that I painted. And these beautiful thick paper. Here's a painting I did of her horse that she had an image of on Facebook. So a bit of different texture, the rope feeling. So I've used shell, and this is actually her favourite colour, the mint green, and tried to use a bit of it through the journal. Little belly band with lots of tags. Another one of those book pages that I've painted on. Dance with the waves, move with the sea, let the rhythm of the water set your soul free. I know she spends a lot of time at the beach, so it's one of my paintings that I've also stamped on. It's another one of her photographs. And how cute is this guy? I just had to add him. So funny. How gorgeous are her photos. So that's a watercolour background that I did, and then I've added the stingray that I painted separately. There's my dolphin, and lots of pockets, bands, and I like all these bits of pieces coming down. You know, it's like being in the ocean and you have lots of threads and bits and pieces everywhere. But if they drive her nuts, she'll cut them off. But I'm pretty sure she likes them. This was a gorgeous photo I found as well. It's just a little piece of my tea-dyed paper. My own watercolour turtle there. Just different textures. Just different textures put together. And here, different textures and colours. This is another one of those pages that I painted over and drew on. Another shell that I drew. How gorgeous is that? It just needed a centre page. Little pin tags. That's the oyster shell that I drew. The turtles swimming away. And a seal. Oh, when I found that image, I had to have that printed. That was just gorgeous. Lots of seashells. This one opens up. There's that image of her that I painted, so I've made it into a page. And this as well, which is also symbolising the opening of the heart, which means a lot to her. Another book page, and her horse, the sea urchin, little tags in a little pocket here. Oh, this one opens up as well, and there is some writing paper. A splash of colour. Some more tags. It's one of my little drawings and paintings. The blue mussel shell, and another tea bag that I drew on. Another whale, and more pockets. The sand may brush off, the salt may wash away, but the memories will last forever. And that's why we journal, isn't it? So she's going to have a lot of fun going through this, and eventually when she gets the courage to start writing in it. So I'm excited to give it to her, but I'm also thinking it'd be nice to keep. because it's been such a big journey to make, and a lot of fun, and I've done a lot of growing myself along the way, so it's been great. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to giving it to her. There we go.